Welcome to the Urban Herald. Today we're doing one of our deep dives, plunging into the world of summer fashion for 2025. We're looking at breezy fabrics, playful prints, smart styling, basically everything you need to know. Our mission today, it's to unpack this fantastic guide from, well, us from the Urban Herald. It's titled The Ultimate Guide to Summer Fashion Tips 2025. Stay cool and stylish in hot weather. We want to pull out all the key knowledge you need to, navigate the heat while looking great, whether you're already thinking about summer clothes or just curious about the trends. Yeah, the guide covers a lot fabrics, which are crucial, wardrobe staples, styling, trends, even sustainability. Okay, let's get into it. We should probably start right where our guide does the absolute foundation fabric. The article makes it super clear, doesn't it? Choosing the right material is like step one when it gets hot.
Oh, absolutely. That's the crucial starting point. The guide really emphasizes that summer comfort. It isn't just about the cut of the clothes. It's how the fabric actually performs. It boils down to, temperature regulation, moisture management, and, like the article says, natural fibers. They're the big winners. They just outperform synthetics by a mile in hot weather.
Right, so there's actual science behind it. It's not just wearing less clothing.
Exactly. It's about breathability, letting air flow through, and how the fabric handles sweat, basically. Our guide highlights cotton, for instance. It's got exceptional breathability, absorbs moisture really well, kind of like a sponge pulling sweat away. That helps draw heat away too.
Which is why a cotton tee feels so much better than, say, polyester on a sticky day.
Precisely.
And linen. Everyone always talks about linen for summer.
Linen's another superstar, yeah. Especially when it's really scorching hot.
Yeah.
The guide points out its outstanding heat conductivity, meaning it helps heat move away from your body even faster than cotton. Plus, it's lightweight, airy, just designed for maximum airflow. The guide also mentions rayon. Sometimes it offers similar benefits like breathability, but maybe wrinkles a bit less, which is practical.
Okay.
And bamboo. That's highlighted for excellent moisture wicking. That's slightly different from absorbing. It pulls moisture away and helps it evaporate quickly. Great for sensitive skin, too.
Interesting distinction. What about silk? Seems a bit fancy for peak heat.
Well, silk is mentioned. It's got good breathability, apparently, but only fair moisture wicking. So yeah, the article kind of suggests it's maybe better for cooler evenings, not the blazing midday sun.
Makes sense.
And chambray gets a nod too. Looks like denim, but it's got very good breathability, good moisture wicking.
Right.
So a comfy casual option.
Wow, it's actually quite technical when you break it down. Knowing this really changes how you might shop, doesn't it? It's not just style, it's like performance gear.
It really is.
Now, just as important is what not to wear. What does our guide say to avoid?
Right, the fabrics that work against you. There's a clear warning about polyester. It just traps heat. Big no-no. Also, obviously, heavy fabrics and dark colors. If you're going to be in direct sun, they absorb more heat.
Yeah.
And crucially, the guide says avoid tight-fitting synthetics and anything labeled non-breathable. They're just, well, you'll overheat. It's uncomfortable.
The guide also touches on caring for these fabrics, right? Like embracing linen's wrinkles or how to iron cotton in.
Yeah, and that's not just about longevity, though that's important too. Proper care helps maintain the fabric structure, which helps it keep doing its job, breathing, managing moisture.
Ah, okay.
The guide also points out other helpful things like open weaves for airflow, seersucker, that peckered texture, creates little air pockets, and jersey cotton for stretch and comfort.
So, takeaway number one from the guide, fabric choice is everything. It's the bedrock, your first line of defense against the heat.
It absolutely is. Get the material right, and you're already halfway there before you even think about the style.
Okay, so we've got the fabric basics down, smart materials. The Urban Herald Guide then moves on to actually building a practical summer wardrobe, selecting key, versatile pieces.
Exactly. Thinking smarter, not necessarily bigger. The guide identifies several core items, like a crisp white button-down shirt. That's a must-have. Ideally cotton or linen for all the reasons we just discussed. It's just incredibly versatile.
Yeah, you can wear that anywhere.
Right. Maxi dresses in breathable fabrics are another one. Effortless, elegant, good coverage without being restrictive. Wide-leg trousers, linen or cotton, again essential for comfort and kind of relaxed sophistication. Lets your legs breathe.
Definitely better than skinny jeans in July.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, essential tank tops, sleeveless blouses, natural fibers, naturally good for layering or just on their own. And a lightweight cardigan or maybe kimono. That's smart for, aggressive air conditioning or cooler evenings.
Point.
And midi skirts, especially A-line shapes. Flattering, again, they allow for that crucial air circulation.
I like that our guide brings up capsule dressing for summer, too. Using a neutral base, white, beige, navy, cream, and then adding those seasonal colors.
Yeah, it's a really effective strategy that the guide lays out. It makes getting dressed so much easier, right? Everything kind of works together. Plus, you get more value from each piece, your wardrobe feels cohesive, and it really lets those accent colors pop.
Speaking of colors, the guide gets into the trending shades for summer 2025. It sounds like a pretty upbeat palette.
It really does. Sunshine yellow is highlighted. Very optimistic, vibrant, apparently complements sun-kissed skin. Then there's cherry red, more sophisticated, striking, maybe for accessories or a really sharp tailored piece.
Nice.
And soft pastels are in powder blue, mint green,
Hmm.
gentle, serene, and the article notes they photograph really well and suit lots of skin tones.
Are there warmer tones too?
Yep, orange tones, from soft apricot to like vibrant coral. They bring warmth, energy. The guide says they work well in flowing fabrics, and maybe a bit unexpectedly, steel gray. It's presented as a modern neutral, creates a cool contrast, pairs well with brights or pastels.
Okay, so you build that neutral base the guide talks about, and then you can weave in these trending colors pretty easily. Does it give tips on how to combine them?
It mentions the classic 60-30-10 rule. 60% main color, often your neutral, 30% secondary, 10% accent. It's just a simple way to get a balanced look. And monochromatic dressing using different shades of the same color, that's suggested for looking sophisticated and kind of elongating.
This part of the guide feels really practical. It's about smart choices, function, color, coordination, not needing a massive wardrobe, just the right pieces.
Exactly. Versatility and smart color planning. That's key for a functional, stylish summer wardrobe, according to our guide.
All right, so we've got the fabrics, the core pieces, the color trends. Now, how does the Urban Herald guide suggest we actually wear this stuff, the styling techniques for summer?
Yeah, this is where it gets clever. Like
Yeah.
layering in summer. Sounds wrong,
Maybe
right?
a little bit, yeah.
But the article explains it works if you use really light, breathable materials. Think a sheer blouse over a kami or a super lightweight linen kimono over a sundress. It has a bit of polish, visual interest, but without trapping heat like heavy layers would.
Ah, okay. Strategic layering, not insulation.
Yeah.
And silhouette seems huge here, too.
Crucial. The guide really hammers this home. Loose-fitting garments are key. Wide-leg trousers, flowy maxes, oversized shirts, maximum air circulation. It repeats that warning against anything tight and restrictive, especially in synthetics. It just traps heat and moisture. It links back to that whole comfort revolution idea the source mentions.
Right, comfort driving the trends. And accessories, they're not just for show in summer, are they? Style and protection.
Absolutely essential. Our guide lists sun protection essentials. Wide-brimmed hats are top of the list. They give comprehensive coverage, face, neck, shoulders, and add major style points. Way better protection than a baseball cap.
True, and sunglasses are a must.
It's non-negotiable. For eye health first, as the guide points out, but also a key style piece. The article mentions aviators, cat eyes, oversized frames being popular for 2025.
What about feet? They need to breathe, too.
Oh, definitely. The guide prioritizes breathability, comfort, versatility here. Strappy sandals are suggested, neutral tones go with anything, lots of airflow. Espadrilles for that comfy sole and Mediterranean vibe. Canvas trainers for casual, breathable comfort. And interestingly, Mary Janes are making a comeback. Highlighted for comfort, a sophisticated look, sometimes with metallic touches, fits that whole ballet core thing.
And boat shoes pop up here, too, right? Although they're also a big trend later.
They do. They fit right into comfortable, breathable footwear. We'll definitely circle back to them when we hit the specific 2025 trends our guide calls out. This section is all about blending function and fashion smartly.
Okay, so we've covered the building blocks. Fabrics, core pieces, color, styling for comfort and protection. Let's bring it all together now. The Urban Herald Guide talks about outfit coordination, sustainability, and then gets into those specific 2025 trends.
Right, the guide offers some classic summer combos, almost like formulas. A white shirt with denim, maybe lighter washes or wider legs for summer. A striped shirt with neutral bottoms, that timeless Parisian vibe. Matching sets are big to linen coordinates, for example. Effortless, chic, super easy. And it suggests playing with texture, maybe smooth silk for evening, paired with nubby linen.
I like that idea of soft structure they mentioned, like tailored pieces but in looser, breathable fits, and even simple things like layering two light pieces in the same color for depth.
Yeah, it shows you can look polished without feeling constricted or, boiling. Then, the guide makes a really important shift towards sustainability. That's clearly a growing focus.
Yes, the section on sustainable summer fashion choices. Investment versus fast fashion.
It makes a strong case. Investing in quality pieces, durable, natural, or sustainable fibers, like linen, organic cotton, tencel, recycled blends, gives better long-term value. They last longer, so you buy less. Plus, they often just feel better because they're naturally breathable. The guide uses a quality white linen shirt as an example. Versatile, lasts for ages, feels more ethical.
So it's about lasting style and feeling good about your choices, not just chasing trends. Which brings us to the trends. What does the Urban Herald identify as the big looks for summer 2025?
Okay, the fun part. But notice how it all still ties back to comfort and wearability, what the article calls the comfort revolution. First up, visually, the
Yeah.
gingham renaissance.
Gingham, really, like picnic blankets.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
make it fashion. The guide basically declares it the print of summer 2025. On everything, dresses, skirts, blazers, accessories. It works because it's got that visual texture, it feels nostalgic but fresh, and it's surprisingly versatile. Wear it as a neutral or mix it with stripes or florals if the colors work.
That sounds really cheerful. What else is trending?
The bubble skirt is back.
No way. From the 80s?
Yep, but updated. Lighter fabrics, maybe even as a skirt. The guide calls it one of the most playful trends. Adds volume without bulk. Captures that fun, flirty summer vibe. Styling tip is key, though. Balance the volume with a fitted top or maybe a crop jacket.
Okay, bubble skirts and mesh ballet flats. Sounds like a playful summer indeed.
Mesh ballet flats, especially Mary Jane's, are definitely part of that ballet core trend. Our guide highlights them because they're light, airy, chic. You can wear them with dresses, skirts, jeans. They add that breathable comfort, but still look stylish. Comfort meeting style again.
And the boat shoes we mentioned, are they really having a moment?
According to our guide, absolutely. Riding the wave of sailor core and the preppy revival, the article positions them as versatile, unisex, and actually quite fashion-forward for 2025. They've got comfort, grip, that casual yet polished feel, good for the city or the coast. The guide suggests pairing them with linen trousers or maybe even using them to ground a bubble skirt.
Interesting. And sundresses are always around, but the article talks about a sundress revolution. What's that about?
It's about elevating the sundress, moving it beyond just super casual wear. The guide talks about flowy shapes and more luxurious, breathable fabrics, effortless elegance, making them suitable for more occasions, not just picnics. The key is still breathable fabrics.
Yeah.
Linen, cotton, and smart accessorizing. Hats, earrings, those mesh flats or boat shoes, still essential because they're easy, flattering, versatile.
And sailor core is more than just boat shoes then.
Oh yeah, much bigger. The guide describes it as blending classic nautical stuff, navy, white, brass buttons, stripes with modern tailoring. Think structured blazers with maritime details, wide-leg trousers, powder blue stripes. It's seen as polished, but still playful. Styling ideas include navy white with pops of red or powder pink, or even layering a sailor blazer over a gingham dress mixing trends.
Okay, one more surprise 90s plaid for summer.
Yeah, but the key is lightweight versions. The guide mentions pastel texts, oversized plaid shirts used as layers, tailored plaid shorts in summery fabrics. It's trending because it's versatile, and again, there's that nostalgia factor that feels current now. The guide suggests throwing a light plaid shirt over a sundress, for example.
Wow. It really feels like the Urban Herald Guide manages to pull together so many different threads here. You've got the practical stuff, fabrics, wardrobe building, but also these really fun, specific trends like gingham and bubble skirts, and all underpinned by comfort and sustainability.
Exactly. It offers a really comprehensive roadmap. And it keeps coming back to that central idea the article calls the comfort revolution. People want clothes that move, breathe, feel good. And, as the guide says, when you're comfortable, you're confident. And confidence is always in style. Can't argue with that.
And they even loop back to care tips, reinforcing that idea of investing in quality, sustainable pieces that last.
Right. Proper care maintains performance and longevity. It all connects.
Well, this deep dive into our own Urban Herald Guide has definitely given us a lot to chew on for summer dressing. Prioritizing those breathable fabrics, building that versatile core wardrobe, using color and accessories smartly, thinking about sustainability, and then having fun with the trends, the gingham, bubble skirts, mesh flats, boat shoes, the new sundress, sailor core, even that lightweight plaid. The core message seems really clear. Comfort and style can coexist. It's about informed choices, quality pieces, thoughtful styling. That's how you stay cool and confident. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive from the Urban Herald. The guide we explored highlights these timeless summer essentials alongside some really fun, maybe even nostalgic trends for 2025. And it makes that strong case for investing in quality, sustainable pieces. So it raises an interesting question for you as you think about your summer wardrobe. How do you find that personal balance between embracing playful, maybe fleeting trends like, say, the bubble skirt or gingham, and investing in those enduring classics, the linen shirt, the comfy boat shoes that will last for years? And maybe how much does pure, simple comfort really drive your style choices when things heat up?
It's an important question, isn't it? Because feeling physically comfortable, especially in the heat, genuinely impacts your confidence, how you move through your day. Being informed about these details, even something that seems simple like fabric choice, it can really make a big difference to your whole summer experience.
So, what does all this mean for your summer style? Definitely some things to ponder as you get ready for warmer weather.